Hey everyone, I kind of come on here today to I feel a little overwhelmed around here. Just so much keeps going on, and it's just hard to keep up with the updates being a single mom now. Of course, I don't know if anybody if you watch my YouTube or not, but my husband passed away. We was doing renovations on our home, and I'm trying to keep up with them, trying to get help to do them, and it's been a nightmare, just a disaster, just trying to get workers to come out here and, affordable rates and stuff. I got somebody I know supposed to be coming to mow my yard. I've got a lawnmower, but I can't mow due to I have a lung infection, and it's not wise for me to be on a lawnmower. It gets my lungs acting up real bad, where I have this lung infection. So a friend of mine's supposed to come and mow and use my lawnmower to mow. Let's just do some walking and, some chit-chatting. Yes, I know I've got 3 vehicles. I'm going to sell my Camaro. I just bought this Nissan Versa, so love the car. I just needed something more reliable, so my Camaro is going to get sold. I want to keep my Jeep for winter purposes, so just to me that seems more logical to have something more reliable in the wintertime. But anyway, let's chit-chat a little bit about things I'd like to do around here, more stuff. But I'm frustrated. I'm really beyond frustrated. Well, first I had somebody come in here. I had a lot of flooring work that needed to be done, and where I had water damage. Well, the guys that was doing it would tell me one price, like they would say $300 for the job. Well, when they got done, they would reprice, quote, $600. They would double it. I done that twice, and the third time when I happened to fix my closet flooring, I told them, I said, set me a flat rate, and I'll either agree or not. Let's be upfront about it. No price changes. Well, they did. Once they got through with the work, they didn't come back. They said, well, we can't work like that. Made up an excuse. Just really made me sick to my stomach because, they was good workers, but I wasn't going to be used. And, I felt like me being a single mom, losing my husband like that I was getting used, price-wise. Now my budget's kind of running low, and I still got some flooring work to do. The water damage is done. It's just softer floors in some areas and just some different issues inside the house. But right now I'm going to talk about issues on the outside. I think my dog was using the bathroom, sorry. I had somebody come in doing my lawn mowing, and this person started, the best way I can say it, they started saying some not appropriate things to me, and so I had to tell them not to come back. Again, me being widowed, they was doing great on my yard, and I was paying them. They was charging me at a cheap enough price, but they said some things that you just shouldn't be asking a woman, And I'm not going to have that, myself took advantage of, so I told them not to come back. So another friend of mine, he's supposed to come over and mow for me. And anyway, he said that he would do it, I think, tomorrow. So that is going to get done. I mean, and he's going to do the weed eating. As you can see, let's walk up here. So, I mean, I'm very frustrated. I was getting some work done, and then, I just kind of backfired in my face on. I just felt like I was getting took advantage of. I did get this underneath. I need to pull those weeds out or do a little weed eating under there. No big deal, but I did get the rock put under. And so that's been nice for it to not grow back so thick underneath it. It was really growing back. The weeds, I swear the weeds was reproducing. They would have children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. These weeds would in just a few days. I mean, it was taken under my porch, and much better since I added the rock underneath and done that. I got little rocks to baste it. Ain't that rock so cute? How it's made, that little rock. It's just, I thought they was adorable. I kind of tried to use a little bit of decoratable rocks. And so anyway, again, I got to get it weeded and done, but I got the rock put under so the weeds won't grow up and under my steps. And so, I mean, that was a good choice to be made. I do have an issue over here on this end of my home. For a long time now, nobody wants to find my pressure regulator. I do believe it's under the house, and it's on this side, but you have to go and under. Somebody took that little area right here, that little area right there and under the house, and go dig a little bit to get to it, and I can't get nobody to do it. Well, anyway, a plumber was supposed to come back. At that time, my husband told them, said, well, that he was going to do it, and he never got a chance to do it. And then, of course, like I said, he passed away. So, it's just been a frustrating ordeal. Charlie, how many times you got to go to the bathroom? Sorry. But, yeah, the water pressure here it stinks. And when I can afford it, I've got to get a plumber out here. I think they're going to charge probably about at least $600 to dig it. And to the pressure regulator under there, I think they're going to charge around $600 to dig it out. And then I'm sure it needs a new pressure regulator. I think a long time ago, there's never been enough water pressure here the whole time I've really lived here. And it's just honestly got worse. I've updated a little bit on the porch. Added this little waterfall, which is really cute. It's not on right now. Put a couple of chairs. Cleaned it up. That's a tomato plant growing. And kind of just cleaned the porch area up. But, yeah, the water pressure here, of course, I went ahead and had somebody put in a outside hydrant over here on this side, which again, no water pressure. I mean, it works, but it's just very low pressure. You can't even wash your car or anything. So anyway, yeah, that's just another complicated thing. Getting this water pressure. And I had a new bathtub installed in my bathroom because my bathtub had a hole in it. Well, anyway, I got that installed. And then the next thing is the hot water. It's not got hot enough hot water. No water pressure. My son Caleb cannot. even take a bubble bath. It's crazy. So it's very aggravating with this no water pressure. And again, for some reason, out of my bathtub, it's lukewarm to me. I just about freeze in there. I mean, I have to have a warm shower. So it's, again, aggravating. I got this area cleaned out. I've got to pick all this out. We have done a little traveling, but I'm going to do something in this little area over here. Did get underpinning put up on this side to match. So the front now, as you can see, matches us all the sides and everything. The only thing left is the back has to be redone, which I guess you could say out of sight, out of mind for the moment. So anyway, I wanted to get everything that was visible redone. So first priorities are anything that's maintenance, like inside work that really needs to be done. But yeah, that water pressure, and for some reason, like I said, the hot water in my tub is just, it's not warm enough. The water pressure won't make enough bubbles for Caleb's bubble bath. He loves a bubble bath. He loved it when we went to Disney to Art of Animation. Their bathtub was great. They had killer water pressure, wonderful. And he loved his bubble bath there. And get back home, you know, he can take a bath, but it's not like it was. It don't accumulate the bubbles. It don't have enough pressure to. So anyway, yeah. But yeah, this little area, I put the rock there. That was planned on staying for decorational, a big rock like that. Here's my building. We've had a lot of rain lately. And again, a lot of mowing's got to be done. A lot of this area back here has got cleaned up. A few little things I've got to have somebody to haul off to the dump. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the areas got cleaned up. This has got to finish up getting cleaned up. Here's Caleb's swing set. And I've wanted to move that to the very back there. We're going to walk back there and see. I ain't been back there in a while. So kind of see what it looks like. I know it's going to need mowing. But there's my four-wheeler. A lot of that stuff's piled up. It's got to be hauled off to the dump. I've got to get somebody to haul it off. So you have to overlook it. This is the back part of my property. As you can see. We'll come back through there. But yeah, it's just, things around here has just been aggravating. I mean, I feel overwhelmed. Do you ever, you know, let me know in the comments, do you ever just feel overwhelmed about everything? Right now, I'm getting to where I feel like that right now. I mean, again, it's just me by myself with my son and the person that's going to come mow this part of my property, so it's okay. Like a little path to go back here. The path will be mowed. And it's got to be mowed back here, which we can do that with a lawnmower. Where it's growed up right there, that's actually a fire pit. And my son's trampoline. And yeah, beautiful spot area. It's got to be cleaned up and mowed though. So, but it is kind of a little oasis back here. We can clean it up. So I'm walking back here. The tall grass kind of get to my legs there. But yeah, right now I'm feeling way overwhelmed. And I don't know, guys, there's just so much to do. It's very overwhelming for me. Because some of it I can't do. I have to pay people to do it now, where my husband used to do it. And of course, again, if you don't know, my husband had a cardiac arrest on Christmas Eve. That afternoon, he passed away immediately with a cardiac arrest. So it was a sudden, just a sudden loss. And anyway, of course, he used to do that stuff here. And now I have to just slowly pay people to do it. And I had people taking advantage of me doing that, but trying to double the price, and I couldn't do it. I mean, you know, if you set a price of $300, you know, that's what I agree on. Plus, I was buying the material. We're only paying for labor. I bought all material. Well, then when they get done with the work, oh no, you owe $600 now. It was a little bit more work than we expected. You know, these guys knew what they was doing, and they done this professionally, so they knew what to do. And so anyway, yeah, it was just kind of frustrating. So one of them things. And I just, that got me aggravated, because, I mean, I needed the work done, and they walked away when I said, hey, send me a price, and, you know, I'll pay you that price. Well, you said up front. This is my front view of my front yard. So when I look on the porch, this is pretty much my view. So it's a very beautiful view. I'm going to turn the camera here. Cars passing. All right. Oh, here's another. Sorry. But anyway, yeah. So trying to get things done lately has been very aggravating. So right now, doing things around here, there's so much still that needs to be done. Sometimes I just wish I had a new home and could just walk away from this disaster. And the reason why I call it a disaster, yes, some things is getting done. My home is paid off. And, you know, and that's a blessing. That's one reason I wanted to try to keep it. But sometimes it just feels so overwhelming that, you know, like this wall right here, that whole wall, the underpinning had to come off, or not underpinning, but the siding had to come off. All the wood was replaced. It was rotted, mold. And so that was replaced. That new vinyl siding was put up. Underpinning was put up. Of course, now I've got the issue of the pressure regulator, you know, to try to get some water pressure around here. It stinks not having no water pressure. You know, when you're trying to take a shower and you just don't have no water pressure, it's just very frustrating. You know, trying to run a household with a child, and, you know, he wants his bubble baths, and, you know, it's a lot bit easier on me too if I have water pressure when I take a shower. I mean, and I like hot water, good hot water. I mean, like I said, the hot water I've got now in my bathtub is some reason lukewarm. And I put in all new faucets. I put in a brand new bathtub wall, shower wall, that is. It's crazy. And I'll do a video on that, so watch for that update on that video to just kind of show you about no pressure. You know, it's just really got me aggravated. But, you know, sometimes I just kind of sit back and dream my YouTube channel get millions of views, and I'll just be able to go out and buy me a brand new double wide or something and put right here in this one's place. That way I don't have to feel so overwhelmed and so much work to be done around here, and just, being aggravated. That's the reason I say a disaster. It is kind of a disaster for me when you can't do the work yourself. And you're trying as hard as you can, and plus trying to be a mom, being a single mom. And technically this is the second time I'm a single mom. I have 4 grown kids, and me and their father divorced when they was kids. And so anyway, this time I was widowed with a child. And again, this is the second time being a single mom for me. I raised 4 kids by myself for most of their childhoods. And now raising my son's 8, was 8 when his father passed. And so over half of his childhood, I was raising him by myself. And it's hard and frustrating. I bought that Nissan Versa just to have good air conditioning, a good, reliable, dependable car. It's a 2025 Nissan Versa. So I did buy it brand new, but I needed something dependable. My other cars is getting some miles on them. They weren't as dependable as I need. And yeah. So a lot of this is just, it's very aggravating. And just, it's frustrating. You know, do you ever get just frustrated like that? I mean, and get aggravated? Oh, this light also too. I do love it. It's a flickering realistic light. So it comes on at night. It looks like real flame. Really unique. It's cute. I do enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, it's been hard, but I wanted to talk to y'all about my home here, and just to, give y'all a new update on everything. Still so much to do around here, so much to do on the inside. I'm just showing y'all right now what's to do on the outside. Mowing, like I said, that's going to get done. So, people don't have to make comments about that. Probably tomorrow, I think the person's supposed to come over. But yeah, it's just, everything's so frustrating around here. Sometimes I just feel way overwhelmed. And I just wanted to come out here and share it with y'all. And so when I call this a disaster, I feel like sometimes it's just a disaster because, again, for being single, being a mom, it feels like a disaster on me. Because I can't do a lot of it myself. And I've been feeling overwhelmed lately. So if you get it, you get it, That's all I can kind of say. And, and again, I got a beautiful view, though. Never can complain about my view in my front. I'm standing on my porch, as you can see right now. And my view here is just nothing but amazing. And it gets beautiful, especially in the fall. Can you imagine? So I got a beautiful view to look at. But anyway, guys, I just, if you feel free, you'd want to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of mobile home cleaning, the best I can on here. The cleaning won't be perfect because the home is not perfect. I have a Clayton 2001 model, 16 by 80. And my central heat and air got struck by lightning. And 2 years after I divorced, years ago, 20-something years ago, I bought this place new. Well, it's actually a 9-month-old repo. And anyway, when I divorced, about 2 years after I divorced, my central heat and air unit got struck by lightning, and my insurance would not pay for a new one. They only wanted to try to fix it. And eventually, the central heat and air unit trying to catch a fire. So me and my husband, Well, my husband I just lost due to being widowed. He turned it off at the breaker and he said, this is not safe. And I checked the price of a new central heating air unit for my home, and it was going to be like $11,000. I can't afford that. So just like I said, sometimes I just feel like I want to throw my hands up. Because the wintertime, it's hard to heat. I use infrared heaters, and they're horrible.